Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to a video called Explore the top 20 things to do in Giethoorn, Netherlands. I have no clue how to pronounce this name, so I'm just going to go with I don't know, Giethoorn? I don't know, but hopefully we're going to find out. So let's check it out and comment, like, and subscribe.
Welcome to my Giethoorn travel vlog, where I'll show you the top 20 things to do in Giethoorn, Netherlands, the fairy tale village known as the Dutch Venice. From exploring the charming Giethoorn canals and thatched roof houses to experiencing the best Giethoorn day trip, this Giethoorn travel guide has everything you need for an unforgettable visit. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video, and subscribe to my channel Alp Gallet Travels for more travel adventures. If you need more information, feel free to ask me in the comments.
This is so picturesque that it doesn't even seem real.
A walking tour in Giethoorn lets you explore the village at a relaxed pace while taking in its picturesque canals, charming wooden bridges, and beautiful gardens. Along the way, you'll learn about the history of this fairy tale-like village, dating back to the 13th century. The absence of cars in the historic center creates a peaceful and immersive experience, making every step a delight. Giethoorn is famous for its well-preserved thatched roof houses, which add to the village's storybook charm.
Oh my god.
These houses, some of which are centuries old, showcase traditional Dutch craftsmanship and provide a glimpse into the region's rich heritage.
This is insane.
Strolling along the canals, you'll find many of these homes surrounded by vibrant flower gardens, creating picture-perfect scenery.
Are the people actually live there? I think, or are there hotels? Is this just hotels? This is crazy to live in a place like this.
Renting a bike in Giethoorn allows you to explore beyond the canals and discover the surrounding countryside and nature reserves. The village is connected to scenic cycling routes that lead to Weerabbenweeten National Park, where you can enjoy serene landscapes and spot local wildlife. With well-maintained bike paths and minimal traffic, cycling here is a relaxing and enjoyable way to
with the bikes?
Experience the area.
A whisper boat.
A whisper boat is an electric, noiseless boat perfect for gliding through Giethoorn's peaceful canals without disturbing nature. Renting one gives you the freedom to explore at your own pace, steering through narrow waterways and discovering hidden corners of the village.
That boat looks way too big for this canal.
It's a must-do activity for those wanting a more personal and tranquil experience on the water. For a more guided experience, a canal tour offers insights into Giethoorn's history and unique way of life. A knowledgeable skipper will navigate through the canals, pointing out significant landmarks and sharing fascinating stories about the village.
I think in a place like this is absolutely worth it.
Perfect option for those who prefer to sit back, relax, and enjoy the breathtaking scenery.
Who wouldn't? You're here.
Giethoorn is home to several artisan workshops where you can watch skilled craftsmen create traditional Dutch products.
Oh, like what?
From wooden shoemaking to handmade ceramics, these workshops provide a deeper appreciation for local artistry. Some places even offer hands-on experiences, allowing visitors to craft their own unique souvenirs.
Oh my god, I would do that 100%.
While Giethoorn is known for its natural beauty, it also has quaint shops selling local crafts, souvenirs, and Dutch specialties.
Look at the dog.
You can find beautifully handcrafted wooden items, traditional Delftware, and locally produced cheeses to take home.
Delicious.
The shopping experience here is laid back, often accompanied by stunning canal views and friendly shopkeepers.
Oh my god, I would love to.
Dining at a waterside restaurant in Giethoorn is a treat, offering stunning views while you enjoy fresh and flavorful Dutch cuisine. From traditional pancakes, pannenkoeken, to freshly caught fish, there are plenty of delicious options to try. The relaxed, scenic setting makes every meal feel special, whether you're dining by candlelight in the evening or enjoying a sunny lunch by the water. Lake Bovenwide is a serene and open water body just outside the village,
the landscape changes completely.
Ideal for a sailing adventure. Whether you rent a small sailboat or join a guided tour, gliding across the lake offers a refreshing change from the narrow canals.
Yeah.
It's a great way to enjoy nature, spot birds, and experience the peaceful side of Giethoorn.
What is that? It was surrounded by water. What is that?
After a day of exploring, unwind at one of Giethoorn's cozy cafes or bars, many of which are set along the canals. Sip on a freshly brewed coffee or enjoy a glass of Dutch wine while soaking in the charming views. Whether you prefer a lively atmosphere or a quiet spot to relax, these places offer the perfect setting to recharge and savor the village's magic. Museum Giethoorn T
museum.
Old Mot Uyus offers a fascinating glimpse into the village's past, showcasing traditional farmhouses, tools, and historical artifacts.
Oh my god, I would go
Visitors
there.
can learn how early settlers lived and how peat excavation played a role in shaping Giethoorn. The museum also features costumed exhibits and interactive displays, making history
Incredible.
come alive in an engaging way. Giethoorn is surrounded by breathtaking garden landscapes, with beautifully maintained greenery and vibrant flowers lining the canals.
I think everything looks so like a suburb because everything's sort of like the same, but a million times nicer.
Many houses have private gardens that look like they belong in a fairy tale, adding to the village's charm. Walking through these scenic areas, you'll find a mix of traditional Dutch garden designs and natural beauty that change with the
This
seasons.
is incredible.
A picnic by the canals in Giethoorn is a perfect way to unwind and soak in the picturesque surroundings.
This place looks so incredibly gorgeous that I'm having a hard time processing that this is real.
You can bring your own food or pick up fresh Dutch treats from a local bakery and find a peaceful spot by the water. Watching the
I'd be scared of like stepping on someone's backyard. Like, isn't this someone's
boats
backyard?
glide by while enjoying a relaxing meal makes for a truly memorable experience.
And also, like, it looks so pretty that I'd be scared of like stepping my feet in this like incredibly gorgeously grass.
Giethoorn is home to over 170 charming wooden bridges that cross its canals, offering fantastic spots to pause and
big is
take
this
in the
place?
views. Standing on one of these bridges, you'll have a perfect vantage point to capture the village's beauty, with boats
This is
passing
so
beneath
incredible.
and traditional houses in the background.
So
Whether it's
pretty.
sunrise or sunset, these spots are ideal for a quiet moment of reflection and admiration. The Baptist Church in Giethoorn is a historic landmark that adds to the village's
Oh my god, that tree is absolutely gorgeous.
cultural and spiritual heritage. Its modest yet charming architecture blends beautifully with the serene surroundings, offering a peaceful retreat for visitors. Whether you're interested in history, architecture,
God,
or simply
this is
seeking
way
a
too
quiet moment
beautiful.
of reflection, this church is worth a visit during your Giethoorn day trip.
It's surrounded by the prettiest
Spending a
like,
night in
trees.
Giethoorn allows you to experience its tranquil charm without the daytime crowds.
Hydrangea.
Many charming bed and
The night, I think I would stay there. Like I would move
breakfasts,
there.
boutique hotels, and even houseboats offer cozy stays right by the canals.
Houseboats.
Waking up to the sight of misty waters and the sound of birds creates a magical start to the day. Just outside Giethoorn, Weerabbenweeden National Park is a vast
That's so
wetland
weird.
paradise perfect for nature lovers.
Oh.
The park is home to diverse wildlife, including otters, rare birds, and countless water plants, making it
Not the
ideal for
otters.
hiking, cycling, or boat trips. Whether you prefer a guided nature tour or a solo adventure, the park offers an escape into untouched Dutch wilderness.
Yeah, this is very different.
For a more active experience on the water, try stand-up paddleboarding, kayaking, or
On the
canoeing
canals?
through Giethoorn's peaceful canals. These activities allow you to navigate
Can you
narrow
do that?
waterways that larger boats can't reach, giving you a unique perspective of the village.
Okay, that makes
The
sense.
calm waters make it easy for beginners to try, while experienced paddlers can explore further into the surrounding lakes and nature reserves. The Oudaard Museum is a hidden gem in Giethoorn,
Okay, this is probably the city is not as small as I'm thinking. They have two museums.
showcasing an extraordinary collection of rare gemstones, minerals,
Okay, I feel like we're entering a jungle
and
now.
fossils from around the world. Visitors can admire dazzling crystals, meteorites, and even a collection of exotic rocks with fascinating
Like jades,
geological
amethysts?
stories. It's an interesting stop for both adults and children, offering a mix of natural science and beauty. Giethoorn is a photographer's dream, offering stunning canal views, charming cottages, and reflections of wooden bridges in the water.
This is
Whether
so pretty.
capturing the misty morning light, colorful gardens, or traditional boats drifting along the canals, there's no shortage of picturesque moments.
Absolutely
From
not.
drone shots over the village to close-up details of Dutch architecture, every angle of
Everything.
Giethoorn presents a perfect photo opportunity.
Absolutely, yes. 100%
I hope you enjoyed
agree.
this Giethoorn travel guide and discovered the top things to do in Giethoorn, Netherlands. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and share, and subscribe to my channel for more amazing travel content. If you have any questions or need more information, feel free to ask me in the comments. I'd love to help.
Okay, to begin with, I think it's Giethoorn. I think. But I think, like, again, I was so overwhelmed by the beauty of this place that I can't remember how the name's pronounced, but like they were like, oh, stay overnight. I wouldn't move there tomorrow. What are you talking about? I'm booking my flight. I'm checking out the real estate. I want to move there. I feel like it looked like such a perfect place. Like I am imagining, probably it's my fantasy because it's a very obviously superficial type of like, it's a video that I'm not there. I do not know how these people actually live, but I think they have like the perfect lives. I think, again, in my fantasy, I am imagining, I can see myself living here in one of those houses. Yes. I would have like a little artisanal shop. I would either work or own like one of those like little cafes, or I would love to have my own shop. Like I would sell like souvenirs, or I don't know, like whatever. I think I want a store there. I think, like, again, I'm imagining my whole life there. But again, it's like I think like, how are these people, like, how are their lives real? I wonder if like everyone that lives there, because again, I'm thinking like it was a very, like a small village, like it was sort of like smaller. But as the video went on, I think like there's like, I don't know, maybe it's not as small as I'm thinking. And do people, because I was thinking like everything looks so incredibly charming and everything looks so picturesque and quaint that I'd have a hard time like leaving this place. Like if I ever, like again, in my fantasy, I move there, yes, perfect, I don't want to leave. On one hand, I think like maybe again, it's a fantasy for a reason. I think maybe at some point, I think I would be like, actually, I think I need to get out of like this little cocoon of perfectness, and I need to go out of in the real world, because it seems like you're so completely like isolated, because everything looks so incredibly like peaceful, quiet, beautiful, that you feel like the outside world like has no like semblance of like it doesn't really, I don't care about the real world. Like it has no, like, why would you care about like what happens like beyond these borders? Because we are so incredibly like happy, perfect here, that we just do not care. Because again, this is like, if you look like you're sort of like entered a portal, a magical portal, where like I think gnomes are going to start appearing. So it is kind of like, again, on one hand, I think I am imagining like, yes, absolutely, but I think maybe like you would get tired of this and be like, no, I think I just needed a vacation or something. Like I would love to stay here for, I don't know, a couple of weeks, probably a month, maybe even 2 months. But maybe at some point, like if you actually move there long term, you would be like, I need to go to actually experience real life, because this doesn't seem real. It is like a dream. It's like, I don't know, it's like, I can't explain it, but it looks very nebulous to me, because you're just like, again, you're so incredibly in this magical place that you just seem to be like isolated out of everything. So I was wondering, again, because this small, it looks like a smaller place, maybe not, but do people like that live there, do everyone that lives there actually works at this little, they work obviously with tourists, because there's like a lot of, I would bet that's probably the number one sort of like economy, like resource in this town. But I think like I would guess they all work there, but because it would be quite crazy. I can't imagine just like, oh, you live in this beautiful, perfect house, and then you're like, well, I have to commune out of here to like the nearest city, and it's a city, and you have to like, I don't know, I can't imagine a highway. Like imagine a highway. I can't. I live here. We only have canals. I think I can. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but this is how I feel. It's like, I can't imagine a highway. I can't imagine a car. I live in this place. Like, why would I? Besides, they don't have cars, right? So how were they commuting? Oh, well, it's Europe. Yes, they go by train. They go by train. So yes, there are probably like buses or something. But yes, I couldn't imagine just like living here and going like, I have to work somewhere else. And then when like at 4 or 5 p.m. I have to like return home, and I have to like live the outside world. And then I will retreat to my little cabin. I mean, that's one way to live, I think, but I think I would be like, no, I just want to stay in my little wooden bridge and my little scenic like views. But I would love to speak to one of the people that actually live there, and to know like the statistics of like how many people actually like, does everyone that lives here has to like work over here, or do some people just commute like out of here? Because it would be crazy. I would love to know how you actually get there as well, because all the canals is like, can you only get there by boat or something? I don't know. Would love to know. I do actually love the fact that obviously this is very like a very particular sort of like image of what when I think of like countryside village living, this is exactly like what I'm picturing. Like it seems like a magical place that lives in, like you live in fairyland. This is not a real place. It's like no real humans. Like it seems weird that humans live there because I'm expecting again like gnomes, fairies, or some sort of like magical creature to actually live in those houses and to like be in this place and not humans. But having said that, I do really like the fact that they have they have like a huge lake apparently nearby, and there's like a national park nearby as well, which is like a little more open, and even then you can see the landscape. Everything looks sort of like open, and you're again looks more like the real world and not not in this like little bubble of prettiness. So I do actually like the fact that they have like both things sort of like nearby. Apparently it's not just this little smaller place, because I do think again as beautiful as it is, and again I'm like I want to move there absolutely, but I think like if I think about it, it's really hard, and if I actually analyze this, I think maybe you would feel like you're sort of like a little bit, if you would feel maybe a little bit claustrophobic because you're sort of like in this like bubble, and you're like no, I need to get out, but that's what you need to like, right? And the lake looks more modern, so it is like okay, good. And other thing that I would love to know, would love to speak to one of the owners of these houses, is how does it work? Do they have like an owners association or something? Because they're apparently gardens, a lot of the gardens are private. So, but does each owner have to like maintain their garden, and are they sort of like they're in charge and they have to be responsible for their own gardens and their little like beachfront? Well, it wasn't the beachfront, but it was like the front and obviously the backyard and the gardens themselves, or is it a public sort of like thing? I know they say private, but I don't know, like does the city itself actually like takes care of you in that sense, or actually helps you? Because what happens if you're like, well, I think it would be like, what would you move somewhere like this if this is what you're gonna do? But maybe you were like, no, I want to cut down all those flowers. I don't have the time or the inclination to actually take care of these plants, so I'm just gonna like take them out. Can't you do that? Or can you get fined maybe? It's like, no, you can't, because like you make a compromise by buying this house, and it's like one of those compromises you have to probably like sign a contract saying no, you actually will take care of your garden, and you will put like a lot of love into the garden, because it's not just, oh, whatever, I'll just like, I don't know, well, you can obviously hire people to do this, but I think you need to like actually take care of it in a way that actually like it looks like you're putting in the effort. But again, we'd love to know, or is this like an owner's thing and they take care of it because it's sort of like an association and they do everything? And I don't know, again, we'd love to know what happens with that disruptive neighbor if they're like decide, I want to cut down the trees. He's like, what trees? Like, I want to cut down the trees in my backyard. Can't you do that? Is it allowed? Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. And also because, again, the houses look like very, very old, all those thatch roofs and the whole, like, structures themselves. I would guess, like, you can't actually modify these structures a lot. Like, you can probably make repairs and obviously maintain them. But if you, I'm obviously not demolish the whole thing, but maybe if you're like, oh, I want to add an extra bathroom, or I want to add, like, an extra bedroom, can you do that? Or is it like, no, it's not, it's forbidden because it's sort of like it's protected because, again, by law, because it's a very old place and blah blah blah. So I think, again, would love to, I would have like, I have so many questions I would love to have with like actually someone that owns a house, a property there. But I think the perfect place is like, yes, I think it would look like a perfect place like to buy a sort of like a summer house, or maybe like a pied-à-terre. Like this looks like the exact same, like yes, this is it, like this is would be my dream, and probably a lot of people's dream, because it's like, yes, it's perfect. It's like you go, you get the best of both worlds. You go, you have like a few days to like decompress, and then like you go to your real life, unless you actually take the plunge and you're like, no, I'll leave everything and move there and make a life there, which I think is totally valid. And again, I'm considering this. It's like, yes, it looks incredible. Like all this city, like this little town, it looked so incredibly pretty. And I'm just seeing clips, and I'm like, yes, I want to move just by seeing like clips, absolutely. But yes, I also want to know like the whole, again, the picnics, like yes, all the things that you can do, the picnics, the museums. Love that they have 2 museums. All the little stores, all the little activities that you can do, like the kayak, it was like, I think they have paddleboard, like all of those stuff. It's like, yes, visit the old church, which I don't think, like the church looked incredible. Also, like they have like such a privileged sort of like location with all those surrounding trees. It looked so incredibly pretty. I don't know how you can go there and just be like, oh, I'll be there for an afternoon. He's like, what? No, I'm staying overnight and I'm staying for a few days because this looks like a beautiful and perfect place to spend either a couple of days, or B, the rest of your life. It's like, what a great slogan, right? That should be their slogan. A great place to for a weekend or the rest of your life. I don't know, your choice. Maybe actually they don't want they don't really want this packed with tourists, or they don't want to gentrify this. So it's like, please do not buy a house there. I don't know. We'll love to ask actually the people that live there and the locals. But that was it for today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.